Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing great. As you can tell from the title, I want to talk about studying techniques, ways to make your studying more productive and get better grades. The first thing you have to do is schedule your time. Make sure that you know when you are going to have whatever exam it is or whatever it is you need to study for, how many chapters you need to know for that exam, and how long does it take for you to study a whole chapter from the beginning until the moment you know exactly the chapter. Does it take you 3 days? Once you know how long it takes you to memorize every chapter, schedule your time with your chapters. And if you don't have enough time, try to reduce the time it takes you to memorize the chapters. Next, you have to pick a studying place. It has to be mostly silent, have a good temperature, have space to keep your stuff around you, and adapt to the way you study. Do you study with your computer? Do you study with your headphones in? Or do you need absolute silence? Do you need to see people around you to be able to study? Whichever it is, the place that adapts to you perfectly, that's the place that you need. And next, you have to organize. You have to keep your studying space clean, organized, and with all of the things that you need at hand. Not only studying material, but also food, drinks, whatever it is that you are going to need, keep it at hand. And also, during the whole time that you are studying, you need to keep your goal in mind. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this because you want to get good grades? Because you want to get to college? Because you want to earn some type of scholarship? Whatever it is, keep it in mind. And if you can, write it down and place it somewhere where you can see it at all times. Now to the real studying techniques. The first one is reading and highlighting. I know everyone knows how to do this. The problem is that most people highlight everything, and that is not what highlighting is for. You need to first read the whole chapter and get an idea of what it is about, which are the really important points that it talks about. What is the main idea that you need to get from that chapter? And after you've read it once, you go back and you only highlight the most important things related to that main idea and avoid the rest. The idea behind highlighting is making your mind remember the very important things and get rid of all of the stuff that you don't need for the exam. Next, what you need to do is write down what you've highlighted, because when you write something down, your brain is processing that information, and some parts are already getting stuck. That way it makes it easier, and you get to express the main idea and what you need to know in your own words, which makes it easier to remember. Every chapter has its own words that you need to remember because they represent ideas, or maybe they have to do with the main idea. And having a list of this vocabulary and a definition is it represents by itself a fourth of every chapter, which means that just by remembering these words and what they mean, you already remember a fourth of every chapter. And usually one of these words might remind you of others, and that way you could get the whole chapter by using this vocabulary. Now that you have the main ideas and the vocabulary, you can prepare your outline so your studying can become easier. That way you have to look at the outline and remember everything else. I know most people do the outline in the beginning, but because they don't know what's the main idea, what are the main words, it usually doesn't work. It's better to do it when you already know things about the chapter. When you spend a couple of hours studying, your brain starts getting tired and ignoring information. What you can do to prevent this is color coding, associating different colors to different types of ideas. Maybe the main idea has one color, secondary ideas have another color, third type of ideas have a different color, maybe examples get a different type of color, whatever it is that you like and that you get to remember. That way your brain will keep seeing different colors and be active. And this will make that your brain takes longer to get tired. And last but not least, the breaks. The brain has an attention span of 45 minutes. So you can spend 45 minutes studying hard, like full focus on studying, nothing else, and all that thing. And after 45 minutes, your brain is going to be like, that's it, I'm out of here, I hate this. So you give yourself 5 to 10 minutes of a break. No less than 5 because it wouldn't be enough, and no more than 10 because your brain will completely disconnect from whatever it is that you're studying. So between 5 and 10 is a good time. During this break you can eat, drink, take a walk, stretch your muscles, whatever it is, and then get back to work. That way you should be able to spend around 3 hours studying without needing a big break, like half an hour of a break. And after that half an hour you can go back to studying if you need it, and if you don't, it's okay. But I would recommend study as much as you can, because those good grades pay out. When you get scholarships, when you get to study whatever it is that you want, please, whatever it is that you're doing, study hard. It's worth it, I promise. And that's all I got. I hope this was helpful. If you have any doubt, critics, idea, or anything you want to say, please let me know in the comment section down below or through my social media. If you liked it and you want to see more videos like this, please share it on your social media and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you next time.